What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Seller Amp Seller Hour. Saw Lucy was here before we were even getting started.
Yeah,
What's up,
just
Lucy?
Lucy just
Yep,
barely beat us
absolutely.
there.
Yeah, and let us know who else is in chat today. Good to hang out with you guys as always. If you guys are watching the replay as well, we're also going live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna do a free live Amazon workshop. Just kind of source some products with you guys. Got a lot of good feedback last week, so we wanted to get right back into it and do another free class for you guys. Lots of good feedback and stuff lately. We dive into all kinds of like different sourcing methods and stuff. And now that ungating isn't really an issue at all because we can all just kind of go out there and get auto ungated in 50 to 100 brands even as a new seller. We're going to be diving into some strategies specifically for sourcing all these kind of new brand opportunities that are being unlocked with the auto ungating.
Yeah, cool. All right, too. So another thing we like to do for Seller Amp Seller Hour as well is let us know in the chat if you have any ASINs we want to take a look at right there. And just drop the ASINs in chat and we'll take a look, and then we're hopping on for the free class tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern too as well. We don't really share a recording or anything or post it on YouTube. It's just via the Zoom link down there. And then for all our Seller Amp community guys, join our Seller Amp Facebook group too as well. There's lots of good content going in there. We have some of our team that's in there too as well. So yeah, what's up? Good to see you, Ali. Hey, Miles. Hey, Fields. How's it going? Life is good. No complaints. No complaints. No complaints.
Yep. See, Chris says you got 3,000 ASINs ungated. That's pretty good. That's
seriously, dude. That is
that's
insane.
about 2,990 more that was possible before yesterday.
Yeah, literally 27 hours ago or something like that. All right, cool. Reeve here. Okay,
yeah,
sweet.
That popped up.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Guys, drop some ASINs in chat and we'll pop them up and take a look for you.
Yeah, if you've had like interesting cases you've seen or anything like that recently. Let's see. JD said I'm stuck on or let's pop this up real quick. Loaded faster than I thought.
Yeah. Can you put the Facebook group? Yeah, if you just search Seller Amp in Facebook groups, or it's linked in the description on the Seller Amp channel here. Bang. All right, let's dig in, y'all.
Yeah. All right, cool. So this is the ASIN here. So so first things I'm looking for is just like how consistent is it? How is the seller trajectory? So first thing I kind of don't like is I see the price is going down a little bit, just like as a general trend, and then also new sellers are increasing. The upside to that is that the price seems like it's already reacted to having more sellers.
Yeah.
So it should stay somewhat consistent. It would stay a lot more consistent if it sold a little bit faster. So it totally depends on what you're buying this for. Like we can Google it. So it seems like probably, how big was this? Was this the 9 ounce? Yes, that's like a 4 ounce. I'm gonna guess that's probably the cheapest place, or this might actually be the cheapest.
Sally Beauty has a lot of profitable stuff. Yeah,
it could be this too. The interesting part would be if this is a legit source. Yeah, you can interesting. So theoretically, you get them for 20 each. I've been liking these bulk-ish sites and stuff.
Break that down more so people can get a sense of what you mean.
Yeah. So there's a lot of websites like this one right here. It's hard. We can see if this is legit or not, but there's a lot of websites that are like this that are not wholesalers, but also not like standard retailers. So these are obviously they're trying to sell direct to barbershops, right? And those can kind of make good opportunities. Because it's really common for art supplies.
And people assume that they aren't automatically legit too. Like when everyone knows that Target's legit, but new sellers that aren't super confident in themselves, that might not know to check Trustpilot, that might not know to check Google reviews, are going to be a little bit more novice and not really know what they're doing as much with that.
Right. I'm still not convinced that these guys are legit. So
yeah, this is great content for you guys too, because every one of you guys as you source is going to run into stuff where you're not really sure if it's a legit site and everything.
They have an app. Interesting.
Okay, that's a good sign.
That does lend credibility. Yeah, if the same, I was just making sure. So the same branding got approved to be on the Apple App Store, which is not super easy. I would lean towards this being legit. I wouldn't go out and spend $10,000. You never tested it before. I would still test it, but that is interesting. That to say, I don't think it's still going to be profitable enough. It's just an interesting kind of rabbit hole to explore. This is going to be 20, and then there was 6 of them. So I mean, it really depends on your standards, because I also have lots of extra things included in this, like shipping and pretty much all the stuff you're going to need to include. So pretty much only if you're down to make $1.70, I would say. And if you're a true beginner, just trying to make some sales, see how things work. Like, sure, if you're trying to scale, like it's obviously going to be pretty hard to to make significant income selling. Something sells 50 times a month for less than $2 profit each.
Yeah, but there's certainly something to be said for getting the ball rolling.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
When you're a beginner, you take what you can get.
It's a good just getting some sales type product. It's not a home run by any means.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Cool. So sweet. Yeah, keep the ASINs coming, guys, too. And we see some questions rolling in too as well. We'll be happy to help out with here. Would you recommend hopping on a listing that says out of stock with slightly negative max cost and no other sellers for a while? Probably not, but it probably just means it's actually maybe. I mean, see how it's sold in the past. Negative max cost always just means it's pretty cheap, so it's probably below $10. And the reasoning why it says negative max cost is because typically items that are, under $10, it's mathematically impossible to make $3 profit plus per unit on it, which is probably your minimum. But yeah, it could make sense. Just check if the Cuba chart looked good when there were sellers in stock. Yeah, if the Cuba chart looked good when there were sellers in stock, then you're going to be good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Sweet. I think Chris had another
ASIN here. Let's see what we got.
Here. We can get that popped up. Yeah, like digging in on some ASINs and stuff. Always good. Just kind of lessons and stuff. Let's see. Sweet. You should be able to pop me up there. How do you send ASINs for us to review? Yeah, just copy paste the ASIN and put it in chat. Obsessed. Yeah. So cool. Some Jellycat. No, a lot of arbitrage people have been eating on this. This is a good Christmas item. Looks like you can see a bunch of people sold out during the Christmas rush and the price went a little bit crazy. Reseller friendliness wise seems very reseller friendly. Lots of people on it. It is going to be hard to get like a significant share of sales on this just because it's not the fastest seller in the world.
That brand prints during Q4.
Yeah, it's a good holiday brand.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it was 28 on the brand's website. Yeah. So again, I think it's just going to be a little lean on profit, but this is exactly like the types of products you're looking for. As a general rule, if you see this Kiva pattern on anything you're planning to sell where the price is like hopping all over the place, like up and down, it's very reseller friendly. It's kind of what you're looking for. But yeah, buying that for 28, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yep. Oh, the ASINs are flying in now. Yeah. Drop the ASINs in chat and we'll take a look at them for you guys.
All right, I'm gonna trust you guys until until somebody
someone said some banter.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We got a DVD. I know that's been kind of a popular one recently. It seems like Barnes and Noble maybe has it for 15. You could probably get like an email coupon here. The only thing I don't like is how it's only been this price for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Let's see what happened. Like maybe last holiday season, was it a big holiday item? Interesting. It like became popular out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Maybe there must be like some kind of reference in the movie that has aged very well or something like that. Yeah,
some type of media release. Or
it went crazy on TikTok or something like that. Although I guess it would, if it goes crazy on TikTok, no one's buying it on Blu-ray. It's got to go crazy on like a Facebook post or something for people to buy a DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
DVDs are cool. Same with vinyl. Same with books.
Yeah, so like $15. I'm not certain if Barnes and Noble has a catch-all. I'm just trying to see like
they have good discounted gift cards. Discounted gift cards are really helpful, guys. Yeah,
that's a good call. Yeah, we could see if they have.
Yeah, discounted gift cards. A lot of people think it's like a complicated concept, but it's literally just like checking out.
So it's like 11%.
Yeah, that's like not insignificant at all.
Yeah, right. So you just go to like Card Cash in this case, and there's a ton of these like 11% discounts. I would probably just stick to the bigger ones. I don't want to mess with punching in $13 gift cards and $10 gift cards. That's up to you, but we can still get that 11%. That makes it a lot closer to good. Hey, it actually meets all the criteria now. I just don't like that it's only been profitable for a little bit. Again, I would put this in the camp of like, hey, if you're new, you're trying to sell some stuff, go for it. If you're low on capital, probably not. Cool. And then I know I was also seeing some people commenting on like the ungating and that kind of stuff. So for those of you guys that didn't see, yesterday we added a new boxum feature where you can go in and you can basically upload a list of ASINs or just use the list of ASINs that we already have pre-populated, and it will check as many ASINs as you want. And so like in this case, you can see I ran this yesterday for like the couple minutes it took me to record this. It auto ungated me in 145 brands. So ungating is like, I don't want to say solved, but it's pretty much solved. Like you can
Yeah,
now get
it
a huge
really
list of things that
shows.
are.
Yeah, if you're a beginner and you feel like everything's gated right now, literally just go plug that in. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And then
go.
it's going to make seller amp sourcing way easier. You can copy ASINs over as you go, and it really is very synergistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's on any Boxum account as well. Cool. There was some other like good questions in chat too. I'll pop up some of these ASINs if you want to do the.
Bang, sure. If I want to sell cosmetics, where can I start? We wouldn't really recommend headhunting niches. We just recommend starting out storefront stocking from profitable items you see on our channel. Do you teach how to list your products on Amazon? Yeah, just use Boxum, boxm.com. If you search Boxum on YouTube, you'll see a tutorial on how it works here. The homie BWC says,
Hold on, man.
look at you gentlemen, all clean cut, looking fresh. I hope you gents are ready to jump in on the Molt bot. We are taking this up a notch and doubling profits. Don't know what the Molt bot is, but I'm all for getting educated on it, man. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's see. I'm not remembering who dropped this one, but somebody did. So let's check it out. So
brand actually.
I've come across this in some storefronts recently, actually. I don't remember where it is. This one's it's a pretty easy skip to me, just because Amazon owns the buy box, which isn't always something I run from, but on something like this where Amazon owns the buy box and it only sells 30 times a month, split between all the different sizes, there's no way it's going to sell fast enough for me to get volume out from underneath Amazon, basically. That's where I was seeing. I was seeing it at like Boscov's and like some like clearance type retailers, like Belk, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the example though. Let's see, profit calculator. Still wins. You can already calculate your profits and stuff on that, and then when you're sourcing, you'll just use seller amp, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's
already
different capabilities that are even allowed of tools. So yeah, and we obviously are a part of both, so it'd make no sense to do that.
Okay, easy skip here. Brand is selling it. As a general rule, if you guys see a picture of the logo up here, don't sell it. Those are almost always going to be sold directly by the brand or like dominated by a exclusive distributor kind of thing. Yeah, just got to avoid this one here. Let's see, and then I think there was one more ace in here. I'm liking all the product reviews. This is
oh sure, yeah, keep them coming, y'all. Oh, Claude bot. Okay, yes. All right, yes. The Chad bot, the Chad Claude bot. Okay.
All right, cool. So I like the general vibe of this one. Again, sells pretty well. Let's see. Okay, the other thing, it says buy in Fern. It's for Milwaukee. Okay, I was just making sure this wasn't like a misbranded listing because it says Milwaukee, but it's like that is correct. It's their brand. They're making stuff for Milwaukee stuff. Is it like an off brand though? Let's see. Well, this one says it's the name brand. This one's given me, yeah, I'm a little concerned about the brand difference there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough thing with that kind of stuff.
We can put
Zorro has a sign up code and tax exempt. Really, all these websites, like that's where the money is with this stuff, guys. Is it's not in finding items good, it's in making items good, using the different discounts available. So a good rule of thumb is that if something is break even on what the price on Google Shopping shows, almost always you're going to be able to make the numbers work on it. Yeah, almost always.
Let's see. Yeah, I would avoid this personally, just because. Yeah, we can see, like all these are supposed to be Milwaukee branded. Like this listing's Milwaukee, and then the Amazon listing does not have a little logo that I noticed in some of the pictures, like this right here. It's got the logo. That one doesn't. So it's like a weird off-brand. So I would avoid this one.
Yeah.
Which I know for a fact a bunch of people are selling the authentic stuff and could be in trouble. Yeah, it says for Milwaukee exactly. So I mean, technically you would be selling them the name brand when they're expecting an off-brand, hopefully, but like I would still yeah, I would still just be careful on this.
That means only one person can sell it. Private label just means it has low competition. It doesn't actually mean that it's automatically private label. The private label alert on SellerAmp just automatically shows for anything consistently below 3 sellers.
Yeah, and I think he was talking about the like image of the logo, like we're talking about.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Good
here
point.
I can pop it back up because it's 99 times out of 100. If you guys see this, you need to avoid the listing. Streaming, yeah, we're streaming on lots of platforms.
Yep.
Obsessed.
Yeah. YouTube, IGX. Good question.
Cool. Will you
So,
pop the screen back up here real quick?
oh yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what we're talking about, if it's this little badge, no matter like what the brand is, if this is like a picture of the brand's logo, it's usually, if not always, going to be sold directly by the brand. You can see right here, it's sold by It Cosmetics, and it's right there. That's what you just need to avoid.
Oh yeah. How do you know which websites are credible? So the easiest way is having the Rakuten, Rakuten Chrome extension installed, and any of the sites that Chrome extension pops up and offers cash back on are going to be legit. That, as well as you can always check their Trustpilot and Google reviews. Check out their social media pages is important too, as well. And then also, if they got brick and mortar locations, their Better Business Bureau, and then also just talking to other sellers in the community, right? Being in our free Discord, being in our free Facebook group, coming to the free class we got going on tomorrow night. That's pretty helpful stuff too, as well. If you want to calculate FBM shipping costs, good question from Ashley. Just go to howtofbm.com. That's a free guide we got for you guys on that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. William said, what offer count to sales is most attractive? Oh, I got you. I'm like, I don't usually look at it that way, though, to be honest, man. Because like you could have 100 sellers on a listing and only one of them is competitive, right? Yeah. Obviously, that's an outlier. It would probably not ever be like that, but like usually you'll be surprised. A very small amount of the people who are on a listing are actually competitive. If you want to look at it that way, you can look at the buy box rotation and see on SellerAmp, like how many people in the last 3 or 4 days made a sale. And those are like your competitive sellers. And then do a little bit of division with the estimated sales. So that way you're only like counting competition if people are actually making sales. In general, though, I'll just kind of make a test order, or I'll look at the data offers tab and get a lot more like information from that.
Yep. So Kelly, check the link in the description. It'll be in there.
For sure. A couple more
reason for the boys
products to pull up. I saw Vinny dropped one too. So let's check these out. Yeah, I'm loving all the input today. Appreciate you guys. Sweet. Let's see, these are some socks here. Think of actually.
Yeah,
hey,
it's a good OA brand.
I have a,
it's
yeah,
going to be hard gated for most people, but it's an excellent. It's a great example of typically good Keepa data and SellerAmp data.
Cool. Yeah, I have a cost stored on these. I've sourced these at some point before. Let's see. Like it's probably there. Yeah, so $25. Let's see, how consistent is it? Pretty consistent. The other thing is I'll just look at like the 90-day averages and stuff. So on average it's $25. Right now it's like 26. That's fine. I think there's like a catch-all. Yeah, there's a Bombas catch-all. So you plug in your email because many of these 20% coupons as you need. So really we're getting these for 14 with 20% off. I wonder if we can stack that discount too. I don't think I've ever tried that. With this 10%, do you know if you can stack that, Miles?
I don't think you can, but I'm
usually
all
you
for
can
it if it's possible. Yeah, I don't think we can.
Yeah, usually you can't. So what's 14? Is that what it was before? No, it was a little bit cheaper. Whenever I was looking at this last time. Okay, so on average over the last 90 days, it's $4 profit. I think it was like $25.91 right now. So right now it's like $5 profit. I like this. If you can get ungated up, I think it's a pretty good one.
Yep. Great OA brand. Cool. Buy box part of SellerAmp, like it says, not likely for 6 months. I don't. You know what Turley means right here?
Let's see. So I mean, maybe it says like suppressed or something like that.
Yeah, suppressed means no buy box, which is totally fine. Totally.
Yeah. So
totally
that would just be the points of the item where you see that was no buy box. Like people are still able to buy it, and like there's still a price. Like if I turn FBA, see people were still paying $29 for it. There just wasn't a buy box for a second. You can sell suppressed buy boxes too. It's almost like a, hey, this item might be profitable indicator.
Yeah.
All right. I can almost guarantee you this is drop shippers, but
yeah. And the reasoning on that is because it's going to be all FBM people and it's over 1 pound. Yep.
It's guys, all FBM.
Very important. Very important. So it's a good idea to, I'll drop a link in chat. You want to have your offer summary and SellerAmp activated, which is easy to do. You just hit display and then hit offer summary. And then you can tell how FBM friendly something is right away. So if you hit that link I just put in chat and then hit display, and then you'll be good to go there. Yeah, you just hit display.
It's
and then hit
interesting that
offer
it
something.
is almost profitable FBA though. That's
That
nice.
is, and so you could prime
Yeah.
bump it then. Yeah,
15,
you could prime bump
15
it.
rolls. Oh, it's a 2-pack. That's why, because we
Yeah.
need 2 of those. Yeah, yeah. I was like, these drop shippers margins are insane.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So yeah, which is completely not allowed. But what these people are doing is they found this at Sam's Club. They're going in here and they're seeing, oh, it's a $10 profit if this sells at this price. And then if it sells, they're just going to ship it direct to the customer from Sam's Club. But that is completely against Amazon's terms of service. And what you'll notice is, there's going to be a bunch of people that have terrible feedback on here.
Yeah.
That a lot of them are also new. You see how it's either people that like have gotten away with it for way too long and have terrible feedback, or it's brand new stores. 6 feedback, 1 stars, like brand new. Like these are all like drop shipping, breaking the rules basically.
Would you all want to show an example of good FBA product, good FBM product? Honestly, most of them are the same in that most things that are good FBA are good FBM and vice versa.
Yeah, you're just checking the buy box rotation over here. So in this case, weird example because it's a drop shipping product, but in this case, it's obviously FBM friendly. If you saw all FBA, then you'd probably have to FBA it. Yeah, ASIN is not profitable through FBA. It's not profitable. This product is not profitable unless you're breaking Amazon terms of service.
Yeah. So that's a bit of an important.
So yeah, if you want to make like $100 and then get your Amazon account banned, then there's a good product. But I don't think that's the product.
Yeah, that item is profitable through FBA. It's below 30% ROI, but typically with FBA you can price stuff higher. But yeah, whenever you run across listings, this is a really good rule of thumb, guys. Whenever you come across listings that are above £1, but under 30, under $40, and they're all FBM people, 99% of the time they are drop shipping listings and they're stuff you want to avoid. Yeah, very importante, family.
For sure. So you got another ace. And Katie said, how jumpy can the buy box chart on Keepa be? If the product is constantly changing, how can you keep up? Yeah, you want it to be jumping around, because if it's jumping around, that means basically Amazon's algorithm is saying like, there's too much demand for this that we're just giving it to even wider ranges of prices and shipping speeds than we normally would, just because we're having trouble meeting the demand. And in terms of catching up on price, that's where you just use a repricer. It'll automatically make sure your prices are at the highest as long as you're using like a good repricer.
Even if you're selling legitimately? Yeah. Just because if someone else isn't paying shipping and you are, because they're drop shipping it, like you're gonna have a tough time.
Because their margin comes from them shipping direct from Sam's Club, which is not
which you're not supposed to do, because you wouldn't like it if you bought something for 30 and then you got it a week later from Walmart with the receipt for $15.
Yeah, and on that like FBM versus FBA conversation, you see these are all FBA sellers over the last entire 90 days. It could be that no one's tried. There's no FBM sellers on it. So sometimes you buy something, plan on FBAing it, and you're like, I'm going to test FBM, see if it sells, and it might. But like this, you would want to at least have a good idea that it stays profitable. Let's see.
You gotta check. We need that's. Doing. I keep telling Al to add the seed oil alert. I think that one passed the vibe check. Unfortunately, all jokes.
I don't know if it did. I'm pretty sure it's the hot sauce. I'm looking at those ingredients there. Yeah, that's a hot sauce. All right. Okay, 200 per case. This is probably what these people are doing. I don't know if it's enough, because what do we get? 8 units out of this basically. They're 33.49 a case. 33.49 divided by 8 is our per unit. Hey, actually, that's what they're doing. Yeah, it's exactly what they're doing. They're just going and making these bundles manually. Sells 100 times a month. I do see, we got like the private label warning here, but that's just because there's historically very few sellers.
Which is dope. That's good.
Yeah, very few sellers.
It's not the brand only on it.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. I would assume these people are just making bulk packs, and you just throw 25 in a poly bag and move on. If you were to do something like this, the smarter way to do it would be to put it on a scale rather than counting them out. You just pour however much 25 of these weighs and then put that in a bag, rather than counting to 25 1,000 times.
Ooh, okay. Stogie, what up? Stogie says, total noob here. I purchased some Hello Kitty party plates from TJ Maxx. Yeah, in-store receipts aren't going to work for ungating. Order confirmation emails or wholesale invoices will. You're typically going to get denied 10 to 20 times per brand. And that's completely normal, right? Using order confirmations or invoices. Don't worry about what Amazon says in those denials there, y'all. Very important. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, we got you guys, right? And then that's the thing. Like, we're here every Tuesday. And then if you're from maybe the SellerAmp channel and you might be new to Warner and I's content, we post a ton of good stuff on the SellerAmp pages. We also post a lot of good stuff on Fields of Profit on YouTube and Flips for Miles on YouTube and everything. So, we're here to help with this stuff, guys. Check us out. We post a lot on Instagram too. And if you haven't yet gotten going, guys, the environment is so good to start your Amazon business right now. You can get 2 weeks free of SellerAmp. You don't even need an Amazon account open yet. And, we're here to help and assist throughout your entire journey. And the best place to do that, guys, is starting out with us on the free live class tomorrow night, which you can get registered for at the link in the description.
Yep. See, Kira said, you get a message from a company saying you're not authorized, show proof of purchase. You just report the message. Yeah, you're doing it right. You might get like weird messages through buyer messages or like emails, that kind of thing. The only thing that I'll ever pay attention to is if they ever send you like a big thick packet in the mail. And even then we kind of have, you can talk to a lawyer like about like the specific legal protections and stuff we have as resellers. But personally, the only thing that can really cause headaches is if a brand wants to give you an IP complaint and make you, disappear from the listing basically. And that's where we just avoid selling those things where the brand is already selling it, and all that. You'll have a nice little pile of letters from your competitors, sometimes actually from the brand, like claiming you need to get off the listing, and nothing will happen.
What does it mean if sales channel means not Amazon? It literally exactly that. I actually don't know where Amazon would be selling it elsewhere, but you can go on ChatGPT and ask where they're specifically doing it. But it'll be
like your analytics or something somewhere. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's for all intents and purposes like it's a sale like anything else, and you pay the same fees. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea to sell slightly above the buy box. Yeah, like if you can, for sure. Like that's why, like when you go and list a product, it's usually pretty smart to go and list it, 10, 20% above the buy box. See if you can make sales, because you can always lower the price if it's not selling. But if you sell out way too cheap, then obviously you can't reverse that as easily.
Good question here. Says once you get ungated for Dawn and Tide, can get a discount store and get product that way, even if it's cheaper. 100%. Dawn and Tide are going to be big brands that will mostly be wholesalers that are buying them totally in bulk and everything. On that, so likely, you want to, those brands probably aren't going to be examples of that, but it totally could be, and I'm all for, anything you're finding opportunity with and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, got a Pacers fan there too. They got the the Halliburton profile pic.
Yeah, it does. That's vibes.
Let's see. You said once you get a repricer, you were thinking of waiting until 10K months. Feel like you're missing out. You did 4.5 during December. Honestly, I'd probably get one now, man. You probably have your best sales day ever the day you turn on a repricer. Usually, like I like once you have a grand or two in sales, or somewhere in like the 5 to 10 product range, because if you think about nice cheap repricers, $25-$50 a month. And if you spend 2 hours repricing every month, you just valued your time less than like a kind of okay job. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. It's the same thing with the Boxum auto engate checker. Like it literally used to take months to auto engate tons of stuff, or hours to do even, 100 plus quick on everything. But now you can get it done literally in seconds. It does up to 5 auto engates per second. Just go over to the Fields of Profit channel and you can watch that video.
Sure.
Right there.
Cool.
Cool.
That's funny. The kids. So your kids are big Pacers
interesting.
fans.
Okay. The dog ate the homework. All right. Cool. Sweet. Thank you guys for a great SellerAmp Seller Hour. Right. We're here to help throughout your entire journey. Make sure the first step is to get 2 weeks free of SellerAmp just on selleramp.com. Consume a bunch of the content on the SellerAmp channel. Join the Facebook group. Join our Amazon Launchpad free Discord. And come out to the free live class we got going out tomorrow night as well, which is linked in the description. It's linked in the chat too. That has a lot of really good advanced content, or even beginner stuff, but more so like stuff we don't really share anywhere else for free on that. So we'll see y'all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern for the free live class. And let's get after it, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
See y'all later. Have a good one.
Yep.